We ready, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. We'll go ahead and call this regular meeting of the East Peoria City Council to order. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Decker,
Here.
Hill,
Here.
Mingus,
Here.
Sutherland,
Here.
Mayor Call.
Here.
All present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please rise for the invocation. Remain standing for the pledge.
Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and every day that you give us. As we gather tonight, let us reflect on the strength found in our shared purpose. We recognize that while we each bring individual perspectives and expertise, our greatest achievements come when we work in synergy. May we listen with open minds and speak with the intent to build rather than divide. Let us remember the results we seek, a thriving, safe, and vibrant community, are only possible when we harmonize our efforts. Guide our deliberations tonight so that our collective work serves the best interest of our citizens. In your name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the minutes, please.
Mr. Mayor, I move the minutes of the regular meeting held on April 21st, 2026 be approved as printed.
I have a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker,
Aye.
Hill,
Aye.
Mingus,
Aye.
Sutherland,
Aye.
Mayor Call.
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried. All right. Communications. I have a lot of reading tonight. We have 5 proclamations this evening. First up, whereas the City of East Peoria is committed to recognizing that our growth and strength depend on the safety and essential role our homes, buildings, and infrastructure play, both in everyday life and when disasters strike. And whereas our confidence in the resilience of these buildings that make up our community is achieved through the devotion of building safety and fire prevention officials, engineers, builders, tradespeople, laborers, and others in the construction industry who work year-round to ensure the safe construction of buildings. And whereas modern building codes and standards include safeguards to protect the public from hazards such as snowstorms, tornadoes, fires, floods, and earthquakes. And whereas Building Safety Month is sponsored by the International Code Council to remind the public about the critical role of our community's largely unknown protectors of public safety, our code officials, who assure us of safe, sustainable, and affordable buildings that are essential to our prosperity. And whereas the weekly themes for Building Safety Month 2026 are safe homes, strong communities, voices of the built environment, prepared to protect, and communities without limits. Residents are asked to consider the commitment to improve building safety, sustainability, resilience, and economic investment at home and in the community, and to acknowledge the essential service provided to all of us by local and state building departments in protecting lives and property. And now, therefore, I, John P. Call, Mayor of the City of East Peoria, do hereby proclaim the month of May 2026 as Building Safety Month. All right. Second proclamation. Whereas on Peace Officers Memorial Day and during Police Week, we commend the brave men and women of our law enforcement community for continually summoning the courage to fulfill their solemn oath to protect and serve. And whereas throughout our nation's history, law enforcement officials never waver in the face of crisis or tragedy, and even during uncertain times. Law enforcement officials bravely face challenges and continue to protect, steadfast ensuring the safety of the community of East Peoria. And whereas these brave men and women must operate in an environment where their moral and legal authority is constantly being scrutinized, and they undertake the critical yet difficult task of addressing the actions of those affected by addiction, homelessness, and mental illness. Their ability to work well in the face of these and other challenges is extraordinary. And whereas they provide a much-needed sense of security to our citizens, and we must continue to respect and understand the important work that they do, and have incredible appreciation for their public service and selflessness. And whereas on behalf of the grateful people of East Peoria, we proudly recognize the more than 750,000 sworn officers in the United States of America for their resolve and dedication in the face of dangerous uncertainty. And now, therefore, I, John P. Call, Mayor of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, do hereby recognize and proclaim May 15th, 2026 as Peace Officers Memorial Day and May 11th through the 17th as Police Week, and call upon all citizens to recognize the contributions that our law enforcement officers make to our community. I know there's none here present this evening. Talking to the chief this morning, I know we have an annual memorial service, and that will be held next Thursday, May 14th. I don't have the details yet, but he assured me the minute he has them, he's going to send them so we can put that out publicly. So everyone's invited to that ceremony. It's down at the festival building typically. So, all right. Third proclamation. Whereas for millions of Americans, boating continues to be a popular recreational activity. From coast to coast, people take to the water and enjoy time together boating, sailing, paddling, and fishing. And whereas safe boating begins with preparation, and the United States Coast Guard estimates that human error accounts for most boating accidents, and that life jackets could prevent nearly 87% of boating fatalities. As on average, 650 people die each year in boating-related accidents in the United States. 76% of these fatalities are caused by drowning. And whereas a significant number of boaters who lose their lives by drowning each year would be alive today had they worn their life jackets. And whereas through basic boating safety procedures, such as carrying life-saving, emergency distress, and communication equipment, wearing life jackets, participating in free boating safety checks, and staying sober when navigating, we can help ensure boaters stay safe throughout the season. And whereas National Boating Safety Week is observed to bring attention to important life-saving tips for recreational boaters so that they can have a safer and more fun experience out on the water throughout the year. And now, therefore, I, John P. Call, Mayor of East Peoria, do hereby support the goals of the Safe Boating Campaign and proclaim May 16th through the 22nd, 2026 as National Safe Boating Week, and urge those who boat in our community to practice safe boating habits and wear a life jacket at all times while boating. All right. So we have an audience. So the next one is for our emergency medical services. Whereas emergency medical services are a vital public service, and whereas the members of emergency medical services teams are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury. And whereas emergency medical services have grown to fill a gap by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventive medicine, follow-up care, and access to telemedicine. And whereas the emergency medical services system consists of first responders, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, educators, administrators, pre-hospital nurses, emergency physicians, trained members of the public, and other out-of-hospital medical care providers. And whereas the members of emergency medical services teams, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value and the accomplishments of emergency medical services providers by designating Emergency Medical Services Week. Now, therefore, I, John P. Call, Mayor of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, do hereby proclaim May 17th through the 23rd, 2026 as Emergency Medical Services Week, improving outcomes together, and call upon the community to observe the 52nd anniversary of EMS Week by showing appreciation for the men and women who dedicate their lives to ensure our safety, health, and well-being. And we have a few of them in the audience tonight. So if you gentlemen wouldn't mind stepping up to the podium, Commissioner, turn it over to you. Hey, guys, we greatly appreciate all of you and the service you provide our community. So we're very blessed to have you, and I'll let the commissioner, if you want to say a few words.
Yeah, I just want to thank all of our fire department for what they do. You guys are, you're the best, and I think our citizens know that, and just appreciate all you do and keep up the good work.
Very good. Commissioner Decker, anything?
I'm always appreciative. I will say we had a conversation just last week talking about the importance of our EMS here in East Peoria. I think most people don't realize just how good our service is. I'm proud to have been a part of it for so long. And places I go, I can still brag that East Peoria is second to no other community around. Not only paramedic ALS ambulances, but also all of our ALS engines. You will not find a community, I believe, anywhere in Illinois that you will get as fast of ALS care to every resident in town. So it's really remarkable.
Very good. Well said. Thank you guys again. Appreciate you being here. All right, my final proclamation this evening. Whereas Public Works professionals focus on infrastructure, facilities, and services that are of vital importance to sustainable and resilient communities and to the public health, high quality of life, and well-being of the people of East Peoria. And whereas these infrastructure, facilities, and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of Public Works professionals, who are engineers, managers, and employees at all levels of government and the private sector, who are responsible for rebuilding, improving, and protecting our nation's transportation, water supply, water treatment, and solid waste systems, public buildings, and other structures and facilities essential for our citizens. And whereas it is in the public interest for the citizens, civic leaders, and children in East Peoria to gain knowledge of and to maintain an ongoing interest and understanding of the importance of public works and public works programs in their respective communities. And whereas the year 2026 marks the 66th annual National Public Works Week sponsored by the American Public Works Association. And now, therefore, I, John P. Call, Mayor of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, do hereby proclaim the week of May 17th through the 23rd, 2026, as National Public Works Week, rooted in service, powered by community, and call upon all citizens and civic organizations to acquaint themselves with the issues involved in providing our public works and to recognize the contributions which public works officials make every day to our health, safety, comfort, and quality of life. So I know we don't have any employees here, but if either one of the commissioners care to comment, or
I'd be
not
happy
to put you on the spot, go ahead.
You know, the one thing that I've always noticed when I was working, that the relationship between emergency medical services and public works. There are many times that our public works employees come to the aid of our emergency workers, whether it's helping us out at scenes of whether it be fires or whatever. But one of the things that I remember most is pulling out of Station 3 and having like 6 inches of snow on the ground, and the plow truck, they were listening to our dispatch so they could reroute themselves when an emergency call happened. So we pulled out of the station and they were waiting for us and basically escorted us to make sure that we could get there. And then on that particular night, it was very bad, and I think other communities chose to pull their vehicles. Our plows actually plowed them all the way to the hospital, and just to make sure that our residents were going to be able to get there safely. So happy. Our crews are great. I'm really appreciative of everything that they do.
Yeah, very good.
Well, all I'm going to say is well said, sir, that there's not a whole lot the sewer department can do to help, snow plows and police and the ambulances and stuff, but I will say that as far as I know, all of our fire hydrants work
That's right.
when they're needed, so.
That's right.
Very good. And I'd just like to thank all the employees for their efforts, whether it's police, fire, public works. And I cannot go without saying it's also National City Clerks Week. So thank you, Morgan, for all you do. And I appreciate the fact that Emma pointed that out. Didn't know that was a thing. So May's a busy month, but it's always, it's only once a year, it seems like, when we run through all these. And I just want you guys to know we appreciate you 365 days a year. It's not just today that we get to recognize you, but thank you all for your efforts. All right. Comments from the audience. Anyone wish to address the council on an agenda item? Please step forward. Seeing no one. Okay. Commissioner Hill, I'll turn it over to you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I move to adopt a consent agenda consisting of items numbered 1 through 10. Item number 1, adoption of resolution number 2627-008, resolution to approve payment of the scheduled bills listed on schedule number 24 in the amount of $2,290,552.61. Item number 2, adoption of ordinance number 4904 on second reading, an ordinance authorizing a special use for the keeping of bees on the property located at 201 North Norwood Place in the city of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois. Item number 3, adoption of ordinance number 4905 on second reading, an ordinance authorizing a special use for an additional accessory structure on property located at 1007 Springfield Road in the city of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois. Item number 4, adoption of ordinance number 4906 on second reading, an ordinance approving an amendment to the special use granted for the property located at 2337 Washington Road in the city of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois, to include vehicle repairs. Item number 5, adoption of ordinance number 4907 on second reading, an ordinance authorizing a special use for multifamily use on property located at 500 Centennial Drive in the city of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois. Item number 6, adoption of resolution number 2526-157 on its second reading, resolution accepting lowest responsible bid from Tazewell County Asphalt for the overflow parking lot 6 and 7 and crosswalk improvement project. Item number 7, adoption of resolution number 2526-158 on second reading, resolution approving proposal from Intech Services, Inc. for the City Hall rooftop HVAC unit control systems retrofit project. Item number 8, adoption of resolution number 2526-162 on second reading, resolution accepting low bid from Autobomb Company, Inc. for Pinecrest Drive pavement patching project phase 3. Item number 9, adoption of resolution number 2526-161 on its second reading, resolution approving engineering services contract with Fairgram Engineering and Environmental for design, permitting, and bidding services for the Center Street Sanitary Sewer Relocation Project. Item number 10, adoption of resolution number 2526-159 on second reading, resolution approving the purchase of water meters from Midwest Meter, Inc. in the amount of $18,960 for the Public Works Water Department, as listed on the agenda for this meeting to be considered by omnibus vote.
May I have a second, please? Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that items numbered 1 through 10 listed on the consent agenda be hereby approved and adopted, and items numbered 2 through 10 having been read once by their title and having laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
I have a few items tonight. So the first one, whereas a vacancy exists on the Planning Commission as a result of member Andy Paulson resigning from the board, and whereas the Honorable Mayor John P. Call has recommended the appointment of Scott Morris to fill the vacancy on the East Peoria Planning Commission, Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that the appointment by Mayor John P. Call of Scott Morris to the East Peoria Planning Commission to fill the vacancy for a term ending April 30th, 2029, and that this resolution number 2627-001 be adopted as presented. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-001 be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
All right, let me get back to my spot here. Let's see, it's really self-explanatory there. We have an opening on the ZBA, or not, Planning Commission, and Mayor Call has appointed, or recommended for appointment of Scott Morris. And so we look forward, Mr. Morris is a business consultant, and and previously has been in municipal service as well. So we welcome him to the Planning Commission and wish him good luck.
So first of all, thank Andy Paulson for his years of dedicated service on the Planning Commission. He's still active in our community, serves on the District 309 School Board. I say that, welcome Scott, thank you for your willingness to serve on the Planning Commission. And I see that you were not only a trustee, but you were a mayor at one time. So, yeah, very good. So we look forward to you being part of the Planning Commission, and appreciate the fact that you're a member of our community and your willingness to serve. So thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Yep. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4908, hereto attached, an ordinance providing for the vacation of a portion of Hemlock Avenue right-of-way and creation of an access easement for adjoining property, be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Hemlock is just off of North Hawthorne. I actually had purchased my first house up there, and you almost don't even see it. It's a church, entrance to a church, or this particular section of the road is an entrance to the church off to the right side of the street. And so the church has come to the city and wondered if we could vacate this area. The city Public Works looked at it and had no viable use for this area, and their concern or issue that they're trying to address was big, larger vehicles that enter into the road off of this Hemlock right-of-way and cause damage to the parking lot. So after evaluation, there's no useful purpose for the city, so we're vacating that section for that purpose.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-002, resolution accepting lowest responsible bid from Illinois Civil Contractors, Inc. for the Levy District pedestrian crosswalk and parking improvement project be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-002 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
There's a section out here in the Levy District that, as Bluetown completed, we've evaluated, and as always, we look at things and we determined that additional parking spots for the commercial area and the rest of downtown would be worthwhile. And so there's additional spots that are going to be put out here. I call it out in front of Target, where we're going to cut the curb and make 9 spots. And
Nine parking spots, 9 additional.
yeah, along the street and out front. And so that's what this project is about. The lowest responsible bid was $155,844.46. We had 3 bids. C&G came in at $257,593. Autobahn at 190,600, and ICCI at 155, 844, and 46. And so Fairgram and Engineering and Environmental reviewed the bids and found no discrepancies in what was read aloud. So we are going to move forward with that, the improvements in the curb and parking out front here.
And it includes a signalized crossing, which is really important for safety, very similar to what we have right out here in between Jersey Mike's and the Kung Fu Tea. So we'll be adding a signalized crossing as well. That's part of the project. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, that concludes it for me
All
tonight.
right. Thank you, Commissioner Hill. Commissioner Decker?
I have nothing tonight, Mayor.
Very good, sir. Commissioner Sutherland?
Yes, sir. I have 4 items tonight. Let's get started. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria that resolution number 2627-004, resolution approving engineering services contract with TWM, Inc. for design, permitting, and bidding services for the Bloomington Road Water Main Replacement Project be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-004 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
And folks, this is exactly what it sounds like. It's engineering services, and the permitting, the state is just, it's crazy out there to get a water main replacement done on Bloomington Road.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
My second item tonight, sir, is be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-005, a resolution approving engineering services contract with Mauer Stutz, Inc. for design, permitting, bidding, and project management services for the Venture Drive Water Main Replacement Project be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-005 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
You know, back in the day, when water mains broke and you had common sense at the state level in the EPA, and you had common sense with a city doing the repair or overseeing the repair, you didn't need to spend tens of thousands of dollars on permitting and bidding and waiting to do something. You just did it, and they would come by, the state inspector would come by, look in the hole and inspect it and get the water testing done, and you're done. It's not so simple anymore.
Very good. Just as a matter of record, and I should have mentioned this in the last item, the dollar amount for the engineering on the Bloomington Road was $45,000. And on this particular item, which is professional engineering for the Venture Drive water main replacement, it's, I believe it's $17,000. I just want to state this for a matter of record here.
Not to exceed 21, I think.
What is it?
I think it's not to exceed 21.
It was on the memo. $17,165.
Yeah, I should have said that.
That's all right. I just like to make sure the public's aware of that. Any discussion?
I am happy, Mayor, that, to see that the water main in that area, I know for years, that's been an area that if there was an issue, an incident, that they'd have to hit a hydrant for the fire department. It would always lead to a water main break, and it's nice to see us making any type of repairs in that area. So I'm happy to see that.
Very good. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
My third item tonight, sir, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-006, resolution approving engineering services contract with Maurer Stutz, Inc. for design, permitting, bidding, and project management services for the Kennedy Drive water main replacement project be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-006 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
The engineering cost on this job is $21,403. And once again, this is common sense stuff that's costing me money. Thank you.
Very good. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
My last item tonight, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-007, a resolution authorizing the purchase of a new 2026 Chevrolet Silverado truck from Uftring Chevrolet for the city's water department be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2627-007 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Oh, thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
This truck is $49,610. It always stresses me to buy new equipment when we still have something rolling down the road today that works, but I'm not out there doing the work, and so this time I'm asking you guys for your blessing.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
That's all I have tonight.
Very good, Commissioner, thank you. Commissioner Mingus.
2 items tonight, Your Honor. First item, resolution number 2627-003. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2627-003, resolution approving contract with IWP Bloomington LLC for assisting with the Employee Wellness Program be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move that this resolution number 2627-003 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. This is a 3-year contract with, like I said, IWP Bloomington LLC. They do our health screenings for our employees, and they provide information on our wellness program. The cost is $925 per participant per month with a minimum annual cost of $19,980.
Very good, and this is a new 3-year contract we negotiated, and these health screenings, I think, are very valuable in helping us keep our costs down. So, and we usually have very good participation, so it's a great benefit to offer the employees. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
My second item, Your Honor, is ordinance number 4909. Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4909 here to attach an ordinance amending Title III, Chapter 3 of the East Peoria City Code to change the number of Class B liquor licenses authorized to be issued within the corporate limits of the city, be read at length by the clerk, and the said ordinance number 4909 be accepted on its first reading and hereby adopted as presented.
Very good. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Madam Clerk?
Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois, that Section 1, Title 3, Chapter 3, Section 1.10 of the East Peoria City Code is hereby amended to read as follows. Additions are indicated by underlined, deletions by strikeout. 3-3-1.10 licenses limitation upon number issued. So that the health, safety, and welfare of the people of the city shall be protected and minors shall be prevented from the purchase of alcoholic liquors, and temperance in the consumption of alcoholic liquors shall be fostered and promoted. 2, no additional Class B licenses shall be issued under the provisions of this chapter unless the number of such licenses in force at the time shall be less than 22. B, provided, however, that upon the surrender and cancellation of an existing license, the local liquor control commission may reissue such license to a person who has purchased the business or premises of the prior licensee. And provided further that in the event of annexation of any territory to the city in which territory there is located any business or property for which a valid county retail liquor license has been issued and enforced at the date of such annexation, the local liquor control commission is empowered to authorize issuance of a new license strictly under the provisions of this code to the person named in the county retail liquor license issued for such business or property, notwithstanding the foregoing limitations upon the number of licenses to be issued. Section 2, this ordinance is hereby ordered to be published in pamphlet form by the East Peoria City Clerk. Said clerk is ordered to keep at least 3 copies hereof available for public inspection in the future and in accordance with the Illinois Municipal Code. Section 3, this ordinance is in addition to all other ordinances on the subject and shall be construed therewith, excepting as to that part in direct conflict with any other ordinance, and in the event of such conflict, the provisions hereof shall govern. Section 4, this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage, approval, 10-day period of publication in the manner provided by law.
Very good. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. This is something we do from time to time when we need to change the number of liquor licenses we have based on the businesses that we have within the city and what type of liquor that they sell. This is reducing from 25 to 22. Obviously, if things change, we come back and we modify these, but it's something done from time to time just to represent what we have in the city.
Very good. Any other discussion?
I have just one question, because us going down 3, is it because we haven't looked at this for a while, or do we have 3 packaged liquor businesses go out of business more recently?
There was a reduction in number, but there was also, I think, a mistake that there should have been a reduction previously.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
That's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
Thank you, Commissioner. Public comment. Anyone wish to address the council on anything? Non-agenda item, please step forward. Yes, sir.
Richard Morrison, pastor of Twin Oaks Missionary Baptist Church, East Peoria, and I was here for that vacation deal you read off, so I appreciate that. I was just here for any questions you may have had, so.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you handling that for us.
Yep, very good.
Thank you.
It's approved. Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing no takers, commissioners, comments from the council? Commissioner Decker.
Yes, Mayor, I only want to speak just briefly, and I know that it's been covered quite a bit. It's on the news, and but a sad time when our police department loses one of its officers, Detective Esther. I was out of town, wasn't able to attend his services, but such a horrible thing. And I feel for his family, pray for their well-being. And besides the wife and kids and parents and everybody else, but also I'm thinking about the employees that have worked closely to him. I was speaking with one of his fellow detectives' father recently, and just the heartbreak that this has caused. So just a very tough time, and my prayers, thoughts are with the employees as well in the city. That's all I have, Mayor.
Very good. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Hill.
Only one thing tonight. Let's see, what's May 5th? We're just about a month away from the start of the farmers market. We'll start the first Friday in June and go through the end of August. I've got interest flowing in, a new application today for somebody that's making some sort of bakery. So, we've got some trickle. It usually explodes about in the next 3 weeks, but looking forward to it. And just remember, put it on your calendar every Friday from 4 to 7 out here in the, right now, it's right out here on the walkway between the Target and the Ross end. It's closer to the Ross end and Tequila. So it's between Ross and Tequila's as far as walking. So Good. Hopefully, everybody gets in the mood. We have a great summer.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Sutherland, small novel down there, I see.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm going to speak about something this is coming from me. I don't know if anybody else up here agrees with me or not. This is about the city of Peoria and Boyd Gaming. Now that most of the dust, now I'm going to try to read this where I don't, but it's hard for me to read my own writing half the time. Now that most of the dust is settled, I want my voice to be heard about how I believe a city should be ran. Number one, plenty of potential employees. 2, a good site for a perfect type of location for the business. 3, infrastructure for whatever, to accommodate whatever type of business that wants to be, whether it's industry, sales, safety, police department, fire department, emergency vehicles, access to hospitals. Number 5, highways, roads, interstate transportation stuff, etc. Number 6, location, location, location. I think that a city that works to make somebody feel at home when they want to come, or if you go out and lure them to your city and they walk into your city and they see that this is possible for their business, that's the way to get a business. The city of Peoria used state legislators to pass what I call mediocre locations for where the gambling boat should be, in my opinion, and which allowed them to financially, they don't want to use the word blackmail, but financially blackmail, or what some things that should have been talked about between East Peoria and Peoria maybe have been able to have been worked out without going behind our backs. Tell me a partnership that is a true partnership when one partner is doing things behind the other partner's back. That entity will not last long. It won't be a happy entity anyhow. The city of Peoria, instead they tried to force the Paradise to Peoria by using courts and the Gaming Commission, which they threatened to sue with a lawsuit because of the way the gaming allowed it to be in East Peoria and then Peoria and on land gaming, and then they changed the rules and regulations. When I say they, the state allowed boats to be on land if it was over a water bladder. And I believe that is in multiple areas in Illinois already. Peoria tried to muddy up the waters by creating a lawsuit by extending this for months and months and months, which would have put the Paradise in quite a bind to have their plans and stuff worked out with their contract that they already have with the state to keep their license here. In my simple mind, if a business does not want to locate in your area, you can't make them. And then when you do get your way by forcing them to concede money to you to keep from suing you, you're too stupid to agree to it as a city council, and you want more money. like I was told, it's like at least $200,000 more a year that they wanted, which was walking away from a multi-million-dollar deal over $200,000. Somebody doesn't have very many brains between their ears, in my opinion. Not these men's opinion, but mine. Then you lose everything, millions, over the next few years. You could have fixed your sewers, which Peoria has an infrastructure problem greater than ours by a long shot. Peoria also has problems having people come to Peoria, like the rain tax. And I think it's still going on over there, where if you're a business, you have to dispose of your cardboard and pay a company $150, $200 a month to get rid of your cardboard, according to the, at least the way it was, anyhow. It could have changed. Peoria has a problem with crime. They've got some very good police officers over there. And the police officers do their best to arrest them, but they're put back out on the streets because of, they have liberal state's attorneys, in my opinion, over there. And they have a chance to keep them behind bars sometimes, and don't, and they blame it on the governor a lot of times, which it's his fault also, because the no bail. If you don't have a dog in the fight, you're going to do what you want to do. But if you got your liberty or money involved in the fight, then you're going to think twice about doing the same thing again if you thought about your future at all. I'm going to divert a little bit by a personal thing that I don't want to say that this was the city of Peoria, but it was a housing area. Back when I was a young pup, I got a bid to put concrete sidewalks in Peoria Housing Authority areas. And I was tickled pink. It was going to be one of the biggest jobs I ever had in my life at that point. And they walked out and they said, they slipped a piece of paper and they said, choose 3 names out of this. And there were several names on it. I said, for what? And they said that this is part of the deal working for the housing authority, that I had to choose 3 names and put them on the payroll. They would never show up, they couldn't get hurt, and that's just the way it was, and they were all minorities. And I thought about it for a few minutes, I got out and I walked out. That's how they do business. That's bullshit. That's no way to run a city. The city of Peoria once was a very good city. I believe it's lost its ways. From drugs, from how they handle riots, shootings, crime in general. The boat did not want to go to Peoria. You can't force them. Better yet, you should not have tried to force them. That, to me, is a difference between a bad run city and a good run city. I'm done.
Very good. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Mingus.
I have nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Very good. All right, the only comments I would like to touch on is just to express our sincere gratitude. You know, the unexpected loss of Detective Vester is going to be long felt for a long time, not just for his family, but for his family here in East Peoria. But the show of support of so many law enforcement and fire agencies, I personally have never seen that much support for any one individual in my life. But I can't thank everyone enough for taking time out. It didn't only mean a lot to his fellow police officers and those of us that have worked with Bob. It really meant a lot to his family and his 2 young sons to see such a turnout. And I think it really spoke to the character of Bob Vestra as a person, because it just blew me away how many connections he had made through his career, not just here in East Peoria, but in Marshall County. But we're truly going to miss him. But I just ask for continued prayers of peace and strength for his wife, 2 young sons, his entire family, and the East Peoria Police Department family. They got some difficult days ahead, but can't thank everyone enough for all they did to really try to lift everybody up in what was a very difficult time. So thank you all for that. And with that, I'd seek a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that we adjourn until Tuesday evening, May 19th, 2026, at 6 p.m.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. We are adjourned until we meet again.